Fellow Nigerians, this is a wake-up call. To a very dark man, I know you have fought for the common Nigerian. You have spoken for the voiceless. You have confronted injustice boldly, without fear, when many choose comfort over courage. For that, you deserve your flowers, and I respect you so much. But let me speak to you respectfully. This ongoing clash with Bilod is a distraction. Nigerian is bleeding, and we are gathered around watching online street fights over who legally owns a brand or name called Bilod. It is time to choose our battle wisely. When a house is on fire, elders do not argue about who owns the bucket. They form a line and pass waters. 2027 is not far away. It is staring at us. It is breathing down our neck. And whether we like it or not, that election will determine the direction of this nation for years to come. And we already have enough battle ahead. Reserve your energy for the war that truly matters. In Kogi, APC youths are already raising 100 million naira for a nomination form for the incumbent president. Whether strategic or symbolic, awareness and mobilization have begun. Structures are forming and being built quietly. The machineries is warming up. And what are we doing? We are arguing on Instagram. This is not the season for ego battles. This is the season for national direction. Very dark man, you are not an ordinary voice. When you speak, millions listen. That energy being spent fighting Bilod should be redirected towards confronting the force that have held Nigerian hostage for decades. Redirect that fire. Channel it where it truly matters. Let that same fire be used to expose those recruited to destabilize Nigeria and the so-called city boys. Let us confront the agenda of those who want to keep this nation perpetually in chains. Seyi Tinubu must be stopped. The blackmailing, the coercion, forcing people to support his father's failed presidency just so he can chase his governorship ambition in Lagos State. Nigeria is not a private company. We are not a family business. We cannot allow leadership to be passed from father to son. Like in Equatorial Guinea, where President Teodoro Obiango's son is being positioned to inherit power from his father. Dear Lagosians, shine your eyes. Do not allow one family to control federal wealth, while the son control the state with the largest economy in the country. We must stop this new trend where Nigerian politicians are now positioning their sons, daughters, brothers, and nephews to take over power. We cannot become a country where leadership is inherited like property. Look around. David Umahi, Minister of Works, Nyesom Wike, FCT, is a trend in recent time. Names and faces of political influence, all trying to shape the next generation of power brokers. We cannot let this negotiation happen behind closed doors while the people watch in silence. This is not politics as usual. This is volatility waiting to explode. This is colossal destructive disaster. Nigeria is bigger than one family. Nigeria is bigger than one dynasty. Our future cannot be inherited. Our future must be earned, protected, and defended. Lagosians, Nigerians, rise up. Say no to cohesion. Say no to dynastic politics. Say yes to Nigeria. We need unity. We need clarity. We need structure. Like it or not, Peter Obi remains a symbol of hope for millions. If he is contesting, Nigerian deserves specifics and clarity. On what platform? If it is the African Democratic Congress, ADC, let them say it clearly. Let there be one clear direction. Let every other serious contender step down publicly and state their position clearly and openly if unity is the goal. Enough of mixed signals. Enough of Obi is the candidate today and Atiku is the candidate tomorrow. A market that does not display itself cannot attract buyers. If Atiku Abubakar is stepping down, let him say it clearly. If there is going to be one candidate, let Nigerians know. If we are serious about rescuing Nigeria, we must know the sole candidate and the running mate. This is not the time for political hide and seek. It is time for strategy. Campaign buses should be rolling. Slogans should be echoing. Songs should be playing in every home, markets, campuses, churches, and mosques. Culture moves people faster than speeches. To our dear men of God, general overseers, especially those who have not sold their conscience for money, just like Dr. Paul Eneche and the rest, and well-meaning imams and Islamic leaders of good conscience, voices that command the churches and mosques. This is your moment to stand for truth. Our cultural influencers must step in. Davido, Flavor, and others with reach and influence movements are energized by sound and spirits, not just speeches. Politics is not only policy, it is culture, it is emotion, it is rhythm, it is energy. To B, this is not the time for gentleman politics. There is a proverb about a man who owns a heavy debt. That man does not cross an express highway carelessly. He looks left, right, and center, because if anything happens to him, who will repay the debts? In fact, P2B should not be allowed to cross main roads alone again. He does not own himself anymore. Nigerians own him, and he must be protected. Right now, you owe Nigerians a debt and responsibility of rescue, not from daylight thieves alone, but from sophisticated power structure that understand control. You are not up against gentlemen, you are up against an evil system, a criminal structure, and a political vampires seeking blood to suck. So strength is required, strategy is required, boldness is required. You cannot move casually anymore. Security must be strengthened and tightened for him. Intelligence must be prioritized for him as well. If possible, private security detail should be arranged for him. No necessary exposure. We know the people love you, but you must be careful this time. Hope is precious, and hope must be protected at all costs. We are seeing tension rise. What we are witnessing lately should concern every Nigerian. Rising political heat, threats, dangerous rhetorics, and strange movement. If anything happens to any candidate and we stay silent, we could have normalized fear as governors. Polling unit representatives should be identified now. Men and women of integrity, especially in strongholds where intimidation strives. Votes must not only be cast, they must be defended. Fundraising must begin seriously. A campaign without structure is a protest, not a strategy. To Mama P, your voice is fearless. In a nation where many powerful men whisper, it takes a fearless woman like you to shout. Do not stop. Sometimes the drum must be beaten loudly for the deaf to dance. To Peter Randy and others pushing electoral reform, keep pushing. It is necessary. Democracy survives on active citizens, not quiet observers or silence. Your efforts shall not be in vain. To every influencers with conscience, like Gege and others, this is your moment. Influence is not for trend alone, it is for transformation. Diaspora Nigerians, this concerns you too. Engage, speak, write, demand international observation, demand free, fair, and transparent election. Demand that incumbency is not weaponized. Demand that the world watch Nigeria closely. Let us make rigging difficult for them. A child who says his mother will not sleep either. You cannot be comfortable abroad while your family lives in uncertainty at home. If Nigeria collapses on your siblings, it collapses on you too. The destiny of this nation is at stake. If we want peace, we must prepare strategically. If we want change, we must organize structurally. If we want freedom, we must act decisively. 2027 is closer than it looks. Those in power are mobilizing quietly and aggressively. Why are those seeking change hesitating? Even if officially campaign has not started, grassroots mobilization can begin. Community conversation can begin. Political education can begin. Everyone has a role. Everyone has a voice. Everyone must rise. This is not an insult. This is a wake-up call. Nigerian is worth fighting for. History does not remember those who watched from the sideline. It remembers those who stood. The time to stand is now. If you believe Nigerians deserve better, do not just watch this. Share it. Start conversations. Challenge apathy. Organize your community. Silence is not neutrality is costly, and the future is calling. Nigeria must not fail. Nigeria must not fail. Nigeria must not fail. Thank you for watching this, and God bless you.